at Erewhon Natural Foods, and it actually turned into an entire lifestyle for me. That 1 3-hour conversation, he said it was the hardest sell ever. Look what happened. Reishi mushroom. The spore, according to Paul Stamets, is at least twice as powerful as the mushroom itself. So as time's moving forward, all our medicines are getting upgraded again, going higher, and then upgraded again. Then that's being flipped on top of itself, and it's upgraded again. And that's been going on, and you didn't know about it. Right? You didn't know about it. You're like, herbs, that's something, I don't know what that is. What do you mean? Herbs, you mean like oregano? What? You see how we got fooled with that whole business? If we really get on the herbs as a lifestyle, that's just what we eat. Superfoods is a lifestyle. That's what I eat. That's what I forage wildly. That's what I collect. That's what I grow. We're in a whole different business. We're not in a calorie game. Like I have to get enough calories and protein. We're out of that game. How does a deer survive in the winter? Not on calories. Is calories? How does a deer survive in the winter? They don't have houses. They don't have shoes. They don't have clothes. They nibble on this and that and little things like that, and they somehow make it by. Now you would think, no, I could never do that because I'd starve. Well, if we grew up on Fruit Loops and Burger Chef, sure. But as you take the herbs in and actually go deeper and deeper into it, then it becomes you, and it becomes automatic. You see it. You just know. And you don't do it with any willpower. It's just, we got to drop this whole willpower business, because that can totally deactivate your genius. What happens to willpower under high emotional duress? Nobody wants that. You can make of that as what you wish. Anyway, under high emotional duress, willpower will crack. All of a sudden it'll be emotional eating or whatever. If I'm emotionally eating, usually it's a handful of cashews. So I read up on cashews really deep, because you hear all kinds of conflicting information about cashews. And yes, there are a lot of problems with conventional cashews because they're dirty. In fact, if you take any nuts that are out of the bag and you put them in water, they're dirty. Do it. Check it out. Put a little hydrogen peroxide in water and just put all your nuts in the water and just watch it. And you'd be stirred around. You'd be like, oh, there's a lot of frothy, filmy, dirty stuff in there. There's a lot of mold on nuts out of the shell. Same with cashews. But the cashew itself, according to Amazonian shamanism, is highest medicine, period. There is no other story than that. I'm going to say that again. According to that's where it's from. It's from the Amazon. According to traditional Amazonian medicine, cashew is the highest medicine, period. There is no other story than that. It's like tobacco in that system. Like, what is tobacco in Western civilization? It's a delivery vehicle for 4,000 of the most toxic chemicals, including radioactive material, that's ever been concocted in the history of humankind. That's what chemical tobacco is. It's a delivery system of those toxic chemicals. It delivers chemicals right in the depths of people's souls. And yes, the organic stuff is also screwed up. It is screwed up. You grow tobacco at home, it's not like, I don't know what that is, but it has nothing to do with that chemical tobacco or organic or whatever that stuff is you buy commercially. If you're into tobacco, I really strongly recommend you grow it at home and you see for yourself how screwed up that industry is. Because you go down to the Amazon, I was hanging out with a shaman 85 years old. He's drank ayahuasca over 3,500 times. This guy's chain smoking mapachos, since he was 12 years old. He's 85. And I was like, dude, what about lung cancer? He's like, we don't have that down here. That's caused by that stuff, the chemicals they put in the tobacco, which is a delivery system. If you're following where we're going. See, we take delivery systems and we get totally into abuse of it. Whether marijuana, the delivery system, we abuse it. Tobacco, abuse it. Coffee, delivery system, abuse the hell out of that. Alcohol, delivery system, we abuse the hell out of that. We can just go on down the list. Sugar, delivery system, what do? We abuse it. You're going to put something sweet in your body, you better get some medicine on it. That's how I do it. I don't ever just eat something sweet just for the hell of it. Ever, never. No way. Because it's an inappropriate use of that medicine. I mean, like to have something like honey, what an incredible thing it is to have like a handful of honey. Think about it in the Stone Age. I mean, you would have gotten your ass stung. You would have worked for it. TheHoneyGatherers.com. Check out that website. TheHoneyGatherers.com. Check it out. That website has pictures of wild bee gatherers and honey gatherers from all around the world. Some of those guys got their ass stung. Like this one guy in Indonesia, he must have gotten 1,000 stings because he came down the side of a cliff and went into a hive on the side of this cliff, and they weren't having it. A couple other websites you should look at. DavidWolfeAdventures.com. WOLFE. We're going to be heading to Peru. If you're interested in Peru, we're going to be having some fun down there. Good times to be had by all, that's for sure. And it's going to be... has it already been 5 minutes? Anyway, can you guys hang in there another 15 minutes? You can be an audio photographic genius for 15 minutes. Anyway, we're going to Peru. And we're doing it the right way. We're doing the maca, we're doing the coca, we're doing the ayahuasca, we're doing the San Pedro cactus, we're doing the whole thing. For years I had a business partner, and she was like, no, we can't do that because people... And it's like, look, the whole world's on fire. We need to just pull all the lids off and get into the X factor and hit the X button. We do. We need to hit the X button and just turn the whole thing up on side of itself. Because we're getting so wound into our little dogma that we need something that just blows the dogma out. Gets the karma running over the dogma. Anyway. A few days in the Andes, what an experience. 15 days in the Andes, you're remade because you're up at 10,000 feet, 11,000 feet, 12,000 feet, 14,000 feet elevation. And you have to have maca, coca tea, and San Pedro just to be in there because we're not used to that. And you go through a detoxification just being up there. But when you click into the magic of Machu Picchu, Ollantaytambo, Pisac, Cuzco, Sacsay Woman. Sacsay Woman, in my opinion, is the most incredible sight in the whole world. It's even beyond the Great Pyramids. It's a shocker. It's a shocker. You see it and you go, what the hell could this be? You cannot even put your head around it. It's one of those. It's a shocker. It lays all your thoughts and theories and just bends them over and puts them over there. Turns them into a crop circle. Anyway, another thing that we're doing right after, actually Matt and Angela are coming here on September 15th, probably in this place, so definitely you want to check them out. Then they're going to be joining us down in Orange County, California. We've got a pretty big event lined up down there. Rodrigo and Gabriella are coming. My friend Dr. Luke is coming, it looks like. He's the guy behind Britney Spears and Kesha and Katy Perry. You know Katy Perry, Avril Lavigne. You know those songs? That's Dr. Luke. He wrote those songs. He's a genius. He's amazing. His dad's a really good friend of mine. He's coming. TheLongevityNowConference.com. Those 4 words together. TheLongevityNowConference.com. Check it out. The hotel where the event is at is already sold out. Next door, we've got a deal going with the Marriott. It's a little cheaper, actually, even in price. It's about $99 a night. It's a 3-day event, and it's all day, all night. And we got Dr. Mercola, Truth Calkins, Donna Gates, myself, just laying it bare. The cutting edge. George Lamoureux, some of the great herbalists of Los Angeles, we're just laying it bare, bringing us up to the cutting edge. It will be a transformative experience. We got Ross Sola coming, so she's going to teach us how to make all the stuff. We're going to have Elixir Craft Mastery on Monday on the 4th day, if you want to stay for that, where we're going to go through an entire day of drink making. Entire day, taking the super herbs, the superfoods, and putting it all together. This has become a very advanced knowledge in Los Angeles. If you go into Erewhon Natural Foods in Los Angeles, which is the greatest health food store in the world, in my opinion, other than journeyofhealth.net and thelightseller.ca, as you walk into there, they've got a tonic bar right in front of you. And they're firing out reishi cappuccinos. They're firing out aloe vera soothing elixirs. And they've got a whole menu of them. Their drinks are anywhere from $20 to $30 to $40 a drink.